From the culture of the American South, where roots hold stories, comes a natural deodorant inspired by generations of wisdom. Introducing Rootwork, the all-natural foundational Black American-based deodorant infused with the magic of High John the Conqueror root. Our unique blend enriched with this legendary root offers 24-hour protection, rooted in the power of nature. Embrace this deodorant that celebrates culture, history, and your well-being. Unlock the magic of Rootwork today. Experience the pure essence of nature. Visit rootworkstyle.com and make the switch to a healthier cultural choice.
All right, while we're waiting on Barry, let's get Martin in here.
Hello.
What's up, Mr. Martin?
Hi. So I just have a question for you. So
Yes, sir.
when are reparations going to come?
We don't know. That's what we're campaigning for, sir. We don't know.
And how are you guys going to get it?
We're going to get it the same way they've given compensation to other people. We're going to have them give it to us in cash payments. We're going to make sure when we get it, it's going to be checks directly to Foundation of Black Americans.
Are there any politicians currently proposing that?
They're not doing it seriously. No.
Okay,
They're kind of giving lip service to it, but doesn't matter.
So okay, here's another question that's related. So since you guys have been talking about this for a long time, why hasn't there been any progress?
There has been progress. We really haven't been talking about it collectively for a long time. I've been talking about it for over a decade. Now the movement has snowballed, and now we're getting some momentum. And you know why we got a lot of momentum in the last couple of years? Because the reparations movement has really been on a roll in the last election cycle. And the reason why it popped off so much is because we knew that we had to delineate. We had to say, hey, we got to be very specific about who this is going to go for, because we would have people from your community who would hop in our meetings and our committees and start talking about how we don't need reparations. And that's been a problem. So we've kind of alleviated that problem. And now look at all the progress we have going on. Reparations is talking about
So it took you guys over 100 years to get the ball rolling? The Jews wait 100 years?
What makes you think it took 100 years?
Oh, did slavery end in 2018 or 2017? When did slavery end?
Well, we made formal slavery end in 1865. So what's your point?
And did you guys get reparations in 1870? Or
we've never gotten reparations.
Okay, so it's been over 100 years,
right?
And you guys are still talking about it.
Around the same time, y'all been colonized by multiple European powers and didn't get nothing, right?
What does that have to do with reparations, Sue?
Because you're sitting here talking about what we didn't get, and you've been remixed and colonized the same amount of time and didn't get nothing but walking shoes to flee your homeland, sir. So why are you being somewhat critical of us, and you haven't gotten anything from your homeland and you had to flee?
We fled, you're right. And so you shouldn't focus on the fleers, you should focus on yourselves, and you should also ask your community why it took you guys 150 years to talk about reparations.
But you're not a kind of person who could even ask a question like that. You're a fleer. So why would I even be questioned by somebody who failed and fled?
Why are you on this white platform writing to the white man for money?
Well, sir, you sound like your pussy wide open. So you go to the white man, sir. You fled to the white man, and you sounds like you bend over for the white man, sir.
You're right, but that doesn't prove me wrong.
Oh yes, sir.
Doesn't prove my arguments wrong.
You've been buck
My
broken.
bussy, yep, you're right.
Right, and
But it took 150 years to get.
Sir, you've been buck broken and defeated, sir. You come buck broken. So you can't say anything to us. We're not taking advice from you, a buck broken musty feather. Really?
You're right, but it doesn't prove me wrong. It doesn't prove.
It does.
How can you guys wait 150 years to get reparations?
You're not at liberty to tell us anything. We don't get advice from failures. Yeah, you're wrong.
You failed for 150 years.
We didn't flee. We're still here, and we're still letting them know that we're not going to participate in the process of their voting unless they give us what we're supposed to get. We're not fleeing with our bussy spread open, sir. You're different.
And who's paying for the reparations? The white man? America? Why would
the United States government, sir? There's no Wizard of Oz in a room. We're talking about the United States government, not white daddy. Y'all fantasize about white daddy so much.
You're begging the white man for money. You're begging the white man for money.
No, we're talking about the United States government who owes us money.
The whites run the United States.
No, sweet boo-boo foo-foo. We're talking about what's owed to us. We're talking about what's owed. We're not begging for anything. We're letting them know what's owed to us. We want it. Now, unlike you, we're not fleeing, right?
So who runs the country then? The white supremacists run the country, or you guys do, since you created the country? You built the country by being slaves. So who runs the country?
You were enslaved. Colonization is slavery, sir. And they've beaten you off your own land. Ain't that
they did? But doesn't prove me wrong.
It does prove you. Well, we're staying to
fight.
That's
not an argument.
We're staying to fight them instead of flee. That's the difference.
Or begging them for money is fighting?
What do we what?
Begging for money is fighting.
No, that's your projection. We don't. You have to beg because nobody owes you. You're not No. You have to beg for a green card. You have to beg for stuff. We're telling them we're not doing anything until you give us the money you owe. That ain't begging.
Why would the white supremacists?
No, boo boo. That ain't begging because we're gonna be all right regardless. They want us to go to the polls and participate in their voting process. They're coming to us, and we're letting them know, get out of our face unless you got something for us. That ain't begging. Begging is standing there at the green card office with your bussy spread open, talking about, please help me.
Slavery ended 150 years ago, 160 years ago. It's too late. And you guys waited too long.
And you're still colonized after all that time. And colonization ended a long time ago, too, in the physical form. Or I won't even say in the physical form, but in the formal form, but informally, they still colonize you, sir.
I blame you guys for colonization. FBA. I blame FBA for colonization.
Of course you do. Y'all blame us for everything. Everybody.
Yeah.
Y'all
you built the country.
Stop it. You got this jealous hatred towards us. And white daddy and the Asians go over to your homeland and smack you around. And instead of fighting them, y'all get up, ooh, those FBA niggas are xenophobic. Instead of fighting the real enemy, the people who got a foot in your ass, you are turning around, giving them reach around. So
you built the country that's colonizing my country. You built it. You guys should stop it since this is a FBA country. Stop the colonization. How can you let the white supremacists take this country after you built it up?
Now, did they buck break you when you were home or when you got to the United States? When did you get buck broken?
When I was in the United States.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you came over and then bam, looking for a zaddy at me. Got it.
Doesn't really address my arguments, but yes, I'm buck broken.
Yes, sir. We're not. You don't have an argument, sir, because you come from a failed flee.
That's projection. You're projecting again.
I didn't flee. That ain't no projection.
You're begging the white man for money, though, so that's kind of a failure.
No, we didn't fail anything. We didn't flee. We're still here in our homeland and not
and begging the white man for money.
your projection. You have to beg for money.
You're begging for reparations. He's asking, he's crying on the white man's platform for reparations.
What white
create
man?
your own Twitter, create your FBA Twitter.
Part of the modern internet was created by Black people. You had so many Black folks who were instrumental in the building of the internet. So you want to play that game. And electricity was harnessed by us. So, you know, you being
as kings?
Yeah, you being able to have an apparatus to flee, you have to thank us for that too. We created a lot of those things too. And even the airlines, the first airlines over the Ethiopian Airlines, a foundation of Black American help with that. So we even help you flee indirectly, sir.
And so you guys created the internet like you guys created hip hop, but you guys don't run it.
Yes, we do. We run hip hop. What makes you think?
No, you don't. No, you guys don't. You don't run rap. You don't run hip hop.
Yes, we do.
Nope.
Yes, we do.
Nope.
Who runs it?
You don't make money.
We run it.
You don't make money from hip hop. There's another group who does, and you're too scared to criticize them.
We run it
because they pay you.
Who runs hip hop?
It's a tribe. It's overrepresented. The people, the producers are Jews.
Oh no!
And you can't criticize them because you married one.
Sir, you're babbling, and stop it, sir. Don't you're talking about white people who run the record industry? They don't run hip hop. Hip hop is not the record industry. Hip hop is our culture, sir.
Hip hop, and you don't run it though. They put it in your community. But
we run it from top to bottom. Yes, we do. We on the streets control the direction of hip hop. Yes, we do. See, that's the difference between your culture and mine. You fled and
it's Jews. You married a Jew, so how can you be?
Sir, stop projecting. So you're just saying anything. You
married a Jew.
Now you're being a lying, scamming tether. Now here comes the lying and scamming. Let's hear some lying.
Your wife is half Jewish. Is that why you're afraid of criticizing them?
No,
say something about Jews.
No,
instead of talking about the white man every day. Talk about your master.
No, she's not. Why are you lying, scamming African stereotypes, sir?
Because your wife's a Jew. She's Jewish.
Because you're musty and you say so? That's what you're trying to use, sir? I'm musty and I say so?
Because you're afraid of criticizing them.
But I'm musty.
Like you do whites and tattoos.
I'm musty and I say so doesn't work. It didn't work in your homeland. That's why you failed, sir. You can't come here and try to do I'm musty and I say so. That's not going to work, sir. That failed thing is not working nowhere. We're not letting you claim none of our culture. We're not claiming you. And you're just a
Are you afraid of Jews, Tariq?
Sir, you're just a failure on an island.
Are you afraid of them? Say something about them.
Are you afraid
of deodorant? Make another joke.
Are you afraid of deodorant? Okay. Because you're lying and musty. All right. Anyway, so when y'all start
make another,
now you're just saying anything. So you run out of material and now you probably have a cucumber rubbing it across your pussy at this point because you're just saying anything. All right, let me get some more people in here. Let me say, my non-FBA people, when y'all start just randomly lying, y'all just please stop walking into the stereotypes. Y'all get mad at us because y'all have these weird scamming, lying stereotypes about you. Some of these cats, they don't make it better. And a lot of the tether class, y'all are very good at just making up shit and just lying. And that's why some of these cats from these countries, you're synonymous with scams and lies. And I don't want that for you. I really don't. I don't want the stereotype to just be scams and lies. I don't want that for you. But these guys, y'all don't make it good for yourselves. All right. Let's get Hannah. We're going to get Hannah in here. All right. Let's get Hannah.
That was an interesting dialogue. Thanks for bringing me up. How you doing, Tariq?
I'm good. Now, Hannah, you sound like the Somalian girl that used to call up. Haven't spoke with you in a while. How have you been?
Doing fine. Yourself?
I'm great. What is on your mind, dear?
Ilan Omar. Wow. That was interesting. I mean, she was in a refugee camp because her country was all tribal wars. Out
Mm-hmm.
of the benevolence of what America stands for, we rescued her, brought her here, and instead of embracing American values and having some gratitude, now she's like, oh, I'm a puppet to, you know, make America. I'm a puppet working for Somalia, making sure that America bends.
All right, let me get some more people because you kind of babbling, and I don't want to hear mayonnaise babble. Let's get Chris. Chris, you in here? Yeah, y'all, when you call up, kind of get to the point. I don't want to hear no mayonnaise trailer park babble. She was just kind of babbling on, and I getting to the point. I don't know where you were going. Chris, you here?
Yeah, I'm here, my boy. You can hear me?
I can hear you. What's up, brother?
Not much, not much. That last fellow was knee deep pussy fuck by them white men.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Got a whole foot in that boy. But I wanted to say, yo, did you see that video about the white guys talking about killing black people?
Well, I heard a couple of clips. Yeah, man, it was some real interesting things. They were doing a space, weren't they doing like a Twitter space?
Yes. Should we be concerned about the outlook on black people? Because
Yeah, what we gotta look, man. What we gotta do, we gotta keep our eyes on them and keep our eyes on the bed wenches and the bed bucks who lay up with them. Because these people, man, are really plotting. You got people, especially in law enforcement. They where my California people, I think this was in California. They got some race soldier who had shot a brother, and the brother survived, but then they found all these text messages from this cop, and every other text is nigga, 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 and it's insane. And they're talking genocidal, and this is just the one that got caught. So man, we got to be watching and monitoring these things closely, family. We really got to be on top of these folks. Let me get let me get this guy in here. This guy whining and trolling in my space the other day. This guy right here, dude. What's your name? The good something. What's your name, man?
You, you can call me Mark or the good adult, whatever suits you.
The good adult. You should be ashamed of yourself with all of that whining. What the hell is up with all of that, man? I hate to see dudes not be men. What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. Obviously, I follow you, so there must be something that I share in common as far as your talking points are concerned. I just didn't like the way you came at the brother, as pertains to his overall, you know, attire. I didn't. I thought it was. I thought it didn't. It wasn't classy of you.
It was called jokes. And what culture are you from? Because a lot of y'all in these non-FBA cultures, y'all get real bent out of shape when y'all see us snapping and roasting. Where are you from? Where's your family from?
Yeah, I'm a Black American, Nishan, Tariq, excuse me. I'm a Black American, but it's not about
Where's you from, sir?
my folks are from here, from the South, from here. Savannah, Georgia,
I,
Savannah, Georgia to be exact. But my point is to say that I'm all for the dozens. I understand all that, but and hopefully you saw the response the remark had gotten. Other people agree with me that perhaps you'll consider it. We all love the work you do, but there's a line, man. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a line.
all right, thank you. Yeah, it was this dude basically. There was a video of a dude who kind of looked like me, and I said the dude kind of had a Burlington coat on, and shit, just kind of snapping on the dude. It's friendly. That don't mean shit. Dude, y'all, I don't think this dude comes from an FBA background. I just, because these dudes, when they see some snapping going on, they take it way too seriously. They take it way too seriously. Look, y'all better understand FBA culture, man. We can snap on each other and still be cool in the game. You understand? Y'all better understand that. Family, hold on, let me show y'all something, just to drive the point home. Let me show y'all something real quickly. Let me show something. Hold on, where am I? Let me see if I could tweet something while I'm. Can I tweet something while I'm doing a live? Hold on, let me see if I could post something. Yeah, my guy is saying that guy sounds like he was West African. Can I post something? I'm trying to post something, guys, and I'm having difficulties doing it while I'm live. Let me see if I can do something. I want to show y'all a picture that I took last night. Okay, I'm trying to. I feel like the old nigga. Ooh, what is this? I can't see this. AOL.com. What is this? I feel like the old nigga now. I can't. I was trying to tweet something, but I guess I don't know if I can tweet anything. Okay, let me try. I tried a different way. I want to just to make a point. Just trying to make a point. Let me try this. Let me try to put it on my computer just to give a point. Because sometimes we snap and, some folks take that shit way too seriously. That's a part of our culture, snapping and playing the dozens. And this dude got real sassy. Why are you talking about his coat, Tariq? That man, leave him alone. Like, nigga got personally offended. He sounded like he got really personally offended by that. Let me put this up real quick. Hold on. Let me send it to my Mac, my other computer. Okay, y'all bear with me for a minute. All right. Let me post this. Where we at? Okay, let me post the tweet. I was with some folks last night. Now y'all remember when now I do a lot of roasting online. I get into a lot of Twitter beefs and Twitter battles and roast people. And hold on one second. Hold on. There we go. Let me see if I can post this. All right. Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on one second. Okay. I'm posting this picture. Now, y'all remember when did I y'all remember me and Yuck Mouth kind of battling it out? Excuse me. Me and the rapper Yuck Mouth. How long ago was that when me and Yuck Mouth were going in on each other? Me and him were roasting each other, going in heavy. Me and him were getting down and dirty with it. We were getting down and dirty with it. This me and Yuck Mouth last night at my office. Me and my brother Pimpin' Ken. It was a documentary that my guy Kenny Ivey is doing, and Yuck Mouth and all those guys came by my office last night. And me and Yuck Mouth were going at it about a year or so ago. Me and this dude was going at it on the internet. We were going off on each other. I was roasting the shit out of him. He was roasting me, and I roasted him back, and I was hitting him with some body blows, roasting him. And we're chilling. They were at my office last night. You see, as part of our culture, we can roast each other and we shake that shit off. It is what it is. We don't get bent out of shape. The shit he's saying didn't bother me, and obviously didn't really stuff I was saying didn't bother him too much. You understand? That just shit happens. That's part of the foundation of Black American culture. We snapped about 2 years ago, right? Yeah, that's my dude Pimpin' Ken, one of my old school player partners from way back in the day. So we're doing there's a documentary they're doing about Ice-T, and they want to be in it, and I don't know when that's coming out, but just showing love to my street folks. But yeah, we and look, part of foundation of Black American culture, we be out here snapping on each other. We roast each other, and it ain't no personal shit. We shake it off. But a lot of the tethers, but when they hear somebody roasting and snapping, that really, really rubs them the way. Let's get my brother Afro Elite in here. Afro Elite.
You doing?
My man, how are you, sir?
I'm good, bro. I noticed in the title you said something about the reparations conference, and that was probably about that tweet earlier from Malik Shabazz. And
Oh yeah, I saw that too. that one too.
Yeah, something I noticed about that, because I was looking at it earlier, that's pretty much going to be a part two of what we had last year when me and Black Alpha, when we went to Atlanta. They're using the same Afro descendant talking point, which is what they introduced in Atlanta last year in October.
Right.
A lot of the same people, but this time is going to be worse because now they're inviting quote unquote red Native American groups. It's not even going to be just black people. It's going to be a whole bunch of $5 Indians, and it's going to be like black and Native Americans coming together for our reparations. So it's going to be even worse than it was in Atlanta last year.
Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. And that's why, family, that's why I'm like, man, it's almost like we got to get out to DC now by June, because right now, as you see, they're flooding the zone with these weird reparations conferences with all of this confusing ass language in it. So they see that the young folks out here, the grassroots, are really looking at reparations. So what they want to do is confuse the issue by throwing all of this other stuff out here and make reparations mean all these different things and throw these Afro-descendant words and all of this weird stuff. So, man, we need to have the rally in DC clean everything up to make everything laser focused. This is what reparations is. This is what reparations means. This is who reparations are for. Reparations are for not for this group. This is what it's not about. This is who we're not representing. This is the language we're going to use. We got to be very, very clear with the words. We got to have message discipline. And all of these different conferences that's going on, when I see CARICOM and all these, they shouldn't be in the mix at all. There's literally no reason for them to be in the mix. They don't have us a part of CARICOM. They shouldn't even be in this conversation at all, other than to latch onto it, because that's what they've been wanting to do. When y'all see the N Cobras, they're trying to put this whole thing where we need to give reparations to all black peoples in the Western Hemisphere and then give some money to Africa. No. We ain't doing that, man. They're trying to get us on the Wakanda train. Like we're one big old African family as long as we're getting something for them. See, if we're the big African family and everybody's working to help us, I would roll with that. But ain't nobody rolling to help us. We become the big African family when they see us getting something put on the table. Then everybody starts gathering around with their forks and spoons ready. I ain't with that, man. And on my broadcast the other day, I talked about how when Ethiopia was going what they were going through, about to get colonized by Italy, and how foundational Black Americans were lining up all over this country to support Ethiopia, Haile Selassie. We over here in the Black press were supportive of them. On the streets, we're supportive. We're trying to sign up for military duty to go help them. Many of us did go over there. Brother John Robinson Charles Robinson went over there and flew planes and taught them how to fly planes and became a part of the Air Force over there. So we were really, really repping hard for them. And Haile Selassie, in gratitude to us, and I take my hat off to him, he said, hey, look, you Black Americans, to show thanks for what you did for helping us and supporting us, we got 500 acres of land over here for you in Ethiopia. We got 500 acres of land in the Shashamane area. And then when the Jamaicans found out, they started leaping over us to get over there and took it over. Only a couple of us went over there, but it was flooded with Jamaicans, and they started talking about Rastafarianism. Haile Selassie is the new Jesus. They went over there with some other shit, and Haile Selassie was telling them to stay in Jamaica. Hey, he was like, hey, why don't y'all stay home and build this up, man? And, I don't know about no Rastafarianism, because, the king, that's what Haile Selassie is called, Rastafari. So when he arrived in Jamaica to visit, They started talking about he was Jesus, and then they started a religion based on him, and he wasn't even with that. But they went over there to that land that we were supposed to get and just took it over after we done fought for the gratitude of the Ethiopian nation. So that's my thing. Every time we fight for something on our own, we're doing the heavy lifting, and then everybody comes along trying to eat off what we fought for. And I'm cool on that, man. I'm cool on that. Everybody wants to be kumbaya when they see we about to get something going. Because let me tell you something, this reparations thing, that thing is moving where it's supposed to move. Let me tell black folks, I want y'all to get something in your head. We're going to get reparations. Yeah, we're going to get reparations. My man who's over there now, he said the Oromos kicked the Jamaicans out for being weed heads. Yeah. But listen, we're going to look, whenever we focus on something, we're going to get it. Whenever we focus on something, we're going to get it. Oh, yeah, we're going to get it. We're going to get them reparations because we're too focused right now. We're normalizing the conversation of reparations. Don't get it twisted. That's why y'all think the tethers are so mad? Because now we're so focused on ourselves. The tether class, they're left to fend for themselves. That's why they're calling up with their weirdo bullshit. You niggas are not going to get it from the white man. Let it go, nigga. Nigga, where are you right now? I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, nigga. All right, well, nigga, you fled. I'm not getting advice from you. We're not getting advice from you. We don't want to hear from the failures. Sit back and let us do what we do. Stay out of our mix. Stingy. Let's get stingy in here.
What's up, Tariq, man?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, bro. I just wanted to bring something to everybody's attention, and that's the fact that we got people that are trying to use the energy of FBA that's been created over these last few years because they know how effective this base has been, this lineage has been. But
Yes.
when you corner them and ask them if they support you and FBA, they say no or chalk us up to a hashtag group that don't do anything. So
Mm.
I just want people to be real leery of people coming among us to try to use us and then don't really support us. They just want our base. And that's what I wanted to say, brother.
Yes, indeed, man. Real good conversation, brother. I shall. Let's get I shall in here. Brother I shall. I shall. I shall. Where you at, man? We'll give you a couple of more tries. Okay, I shall wasn't ready. Let's get wealthy in here. Get wealthy. Mr. Wealthy in here.
How you doing, brother? I'm out of Motown in Detroit, and I just wanted to bring to the attention to the family about one. I don't know if you've seen the article about slavery by another name, talking about convict leasing and basically how slavery really in prison system, how all the major food factories are basically Burger King. All of these people are getting workers from the prison to work for cents on a dollar, majority black, of course. And
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
also another point before I leave, I didn't know if you heard about the Josh Moen case on YouTube today about that white man who beheaded his father and posted it on YouTube and was talking about Biden as a need people need to overthrow Biden and a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But I just wanted to ask you
Well,
about that.
I ain't hear about that one. That sounds crazy. I'm gonna look into that. But as far as the convict leasing thing, yeah, that's a heavy thing, man. I was literally just talking about that last night in this documentary. My man Pimp and Kim was doing. They're also talking about the prison industrial complex. We got to understand the prison industrial complex is an extension of slavery. Instead of them enslaving us based on race openly, they say, well, shit, we'll just say we're going to enslave you based on criminality. And everything you do is a crime. We're going to overly criminalize you. And that's exactly what they do. This is why black folks got to stop going along with the criminal narrative that they often throw on us. Man, we stop doing all this crime. No, that's a white supremacist projection. Crime is crime. We don't do crime any more or less than any other people. We don't. Y'all got to stop letting folks run that con game that the sky is falling when it comes to black folks. No, yeah, you got dusty niggas here and there, whatever. Got that in any community. We're not naturally criminalized, no, instinctively criminalized. That's something that's orchestrated based on circumstances and environments. But that's even then, only a very small fraction of black folks commit crimes. You understand? Even with the circumstances we're under. Whereas other groups, they have organized crimes. They create crimes on a massive scale in their cultures, way more than we do. But we sit here and let these folks run the criminalized game on us. I really wish black folks stopped doing that shit, as if other groups are some example to aspire to be. When you talk about criminality in black society, what exactly are you talking about? Are you talking about drug dealing? Okay. You can't talk about black folks drug dealing without talking about the Hispanics and the Asians who's the plug. That's where we're getting the drugs from. All right. And they have organized crime. They're just more than complicit. We're small fries compared to their criminality. We want to talk about the guns. We get the guns from the Chinese and the Russians and all of these people. They have organized crimes. So, yeah, we have some people in the criminal class, but their criminal class is massive compared to us. Yeah, we don't have black gun manufacturers. We don't have black cocaine refiners. We don't have that. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have black ecstasy factories. We don't have a chain of black massage parlors where some strange little changes going on in the background. We don't have that. We got to stop letting these people paint us that's the preeminent criminals, where we always been the small fries in the game. You know? When I was in the streets, I'm just telling you from experience, all of the plugs, the people who was really running the show were these other folks. Don't sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all criminalize black people. Now we get targeted the most. So when it's time to get arrested, yeah, they get the small fry. They go for the low-hanging fruit. And I picked this up years ago. I remember being in the county jail in the early 90s, and I'm in there with everybody in the hood. I'm in there with everybody in the hood looking at all the black folks. And I know most of the people in here, and I'm like, wait a minute. All of the Armenians who everybody get their shit from, and the Asian cats, and a lot of Hispanics in there too. But some of these other groups who's really the plug, none of them are in here. I picked up on that a long time ago. All of these people who's running these criminal enterprises that we actually have to go to for re-ups and connects and all that other stuff. When back in the 90s, when they were doing the whole carjacking thing, that was like the Russians who was really running that. They were giving people, if you came in with a new car with keys in it, they just give you 3,000 off the bat. That's like the Russian chop shops were all over town, and like none of these guys are going to jail, but all of us are getting hit up. You see. So I never fell for that. We're just overly criminalized. No, we get overly targeted. You see. Let's get Mr. Rafiq Adams in here. Brother Rafiq Adams. All right, Mr. Rafiq Adams. Brother Rafiq.
Yes, hello, Tariq. How are you?
I'm good, Mr. Rafiq. What's on your mind, sir?
Thank you. I just want to say thank you for all the work you're doing. Can't wait for your hip hop movie to come out. I have two
Yes.
questions. First question is, did you hear the recent statement by Snoop Dogg in favor of Donald Trump, or he said something positive about him? I think it was on
Right.
Fox News. That's my first question. My second question is, if Donald Trump came out in support of reparations for FBAs only based on the 1870 census and agreed to give in principle, cash payments, land, and free education, or something of this sort, would you be willing to consider supporting him for president and encouraging others to do so? And I'll land my plane there.
I
Thank you.
wouldn't consider. I wouldn't consider it. I'd be the first one at the polls with a MAGA hat on. I would be the first one at the polls with a MAGA hat on. If Trump says he's going to give reparations to foundational Black Americans, make America great again, I'm right there in the polls. I'd be the first one voting for him. I absolutely would. If Donald Trump gave tangibles specifically to foundational Black Americans, I'd be the first one voting for him. And I'd be out here in the streets making sure everybody else voted for him. That's how Trump can really win. But here's the thing. Trump has to balance it, though, because Trump has a white supremacist base. See, that's the thing. You gotta keep that base appeased. See, that's the trick. That is the trick. He has a strong white supremacist base, and they don't want us to have nothing. So how can you keep your anti-Black base, but get some Black folks on board? See, that's the balancing act they can't really figure out. That's why I haven't jumped on that team yet. I ain't jumped on that until they say, hey, we're going to give something specifically to these foundational Black Americans. And they haven't done that yet. They got to do the balancing act. And that's what the Democrats have to do. They have to keep the liberal white racists appeased by not giving us something. So that whole system has to be shaken up. Here's the thing, Black folks. Hey, that sounds like a you problem, guys. That whole thing where we ain't supposed to get nothing, and if we get something, it's going to offend people, that whole system needs an overhaul. I want that system to fail. All right? I want that trash, garbage ass system to fall flat on its face. I don't want that system no more, because that don't work. Where we suffer, but we help everybody else get something. Because you know what that's called? Slavery. That's still slavery, family. Black folks have to sacrifice our well-being to help everybody else benefit except us. That's what slavery was. That's what got us in this situation now. I'm tired of slave deals. During slavery, we had to sit up here and work and dig ditches and build bridges and build homes and build communities and clear the brush and not get paid while everybody came over and ate off our labor and our work. I'm done with that shit. They want us to do the same thing. We sit here and vote and we got to not get nothing. Ooh, we just got to keep hope alive. There's going to be some hope. One day it's a coming. We just got to vote and vote. And we fought for the vote now. We got to vote and we don't get nothing. Whereas these groups pop over the border and they got checks and stipends and rent and health care and oh my God, they got a glass floor for them. They're not letting them wallow on the floor of society. But with us, we ain't got it. No, y'all got it. You see? So we're not letting them tell us what they're not going to do for us, and you're doing it for other people. I don't want to hear nothing. There's no excuse, family. None. We have to stay on that wave, and that's what we're doing. I shall hop on, man.
Yeah, what's up, Tariq? You okay?
I am good, I shall. Now, what part of Ethiopia?
No, man, I'm not from Ethiopia. You know, I'm actually living in the UK, and I'm from the island called Guadeloupe. We've been colonized by the French, and I'm a listener.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of South America.
Yeah, that's in between North America and South America. We're not too far from Barbados, St. Martin, all those places there.
Yeah, I don't know why there's a big echo. Can you turn something down, bro?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry about that. Well,
Okay.
I have two questions for you. I just want to know what you.
Yeah, the echo, brother. Yeah, the echo was killing me, but I had to get you off. Yeah, that echo. I just couldn't deal with the echo, brother. All right, let's get Michael Robinson in here. Michael Robinson. All right, Michael Robinson. Michael, you here?
Sorry, my mic was off. Sorry about that.
What's on your mind?
What's going on, Tariq? What's going on, people in the chat? Well, in the room right now. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get into what you were just talking about, like just open that point up a little bit more about how we give out billions of dollars to other countries, including definitely Ukraine and Palestine, not Ukraine, Palestine, but Ukraine and Israel, and
Yeah,
that's the constant thing that happens all these times. And that's just like you said, the parties have to stop lying to the voters if they really want somebody to come in and give them votes. Because how are you telling me you're giving all these billions of dollars to these other countries, and then when talk of reparations comes up, it's like, oh, we don't got it. It's
yeah,
the money's just gone. It evaporated. Millions of dollars go missing out of from digital money. From every year we hear about billions of dollars being evaporated from accounts and things like that. So yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. There's no excuse for reparations not to come across. I'm not gonna lie like I know everything about it, but what I know so far is I'm learning from from Cornell West and from you and all these all these different people right now that have brought it up. There's
yeah,
absolutely no excuse for reparations not to be available for Black Americans and
absolutely.
just that's what it says for the foundation for.
Yes, sir. And I had to land your plane, but yeah, that's a very good point, brother. And that's why it's really on us, man. It's really on you, us, me. It's really on us to really keep that message alive because, see, the name of the game is usually for them to just talk us down and wear us down with denial. Well, we ain't got it. Well, it's impossible. Well, that's not going to happen because it's just not feasible. All of those excuses go out the window when you're doing the exact same thing for other groups. So now we ain't buying that shit no more. We're not going for none of that. It ain't feasible. You can't do it. You are doing it. You're doing it for these groups who ain't even citizens, who's not even owed anything. So you're not going to sit up here and tell us what you cannot do for us. And we're owed this stuff. And the shaming tactics from the tethers, that's not going to work either. That the whole, you niggas are begging the white man. We're getting a debt that's owed from the United States government. Now, if you want to say the U.S. government is the white man, well, that's your projection or whatever. We're talking about the tax dollars from the U.S. government and the money that's been accumulated from our labor. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a governmental system. Now, if that governmental system in your mind is the white man, well, that's you. We, as foundational Black Americans, we're not afraid of the white man or the white government or whatever you want to call it. We don't have that. When I hear somebody saying, you begging the white man, that's coward talk. That's coward ass tether talk. That's undercover fear of people who done failed and fled. And that's a shaming tactic. That's just not going to work on us. We ain't going to the Wizard of Oz. We're going to a system, a governmental system that owes us for something they systematically did to us and didn't pay us for. And we want what's ours. Roark, hop on. And by the way, y'all get your Rootwork deodorant. You can get it at rootworkstyle.com. We got some of the coconut scent on Amazon. So you guys go to Amazon, you can get it. If you go to Amazon, you get it tomorrow. Amazon is sending it real fast. If you got Prime, if you got Amazon Prime. But yeah, you can go to Amazon and type in Rootwork deodorant, and you can get that on Amazon. We're doing big things. Yes, indeed. So you get the Rootwork on Amazon or at rootworkstyle.com, either or. The coconut butter scent is on Amazon right now, and the other scents are on rootworkstyle.com. Roark, what's up, brother?
Hey, can you hear me, Tariq?
I can hear you. What's up,
Hey,
sir?
what's up, man? Big fan. Wanted
Thank
to
you.
ask you about what happened in Jordan with those 3 dead Black soldiers.
Oh, yeah. I don't know too much of what happened.
Well,
I'm
yeah. So
sorry.
I mean, just from what I read is that what happened was they were asleep in their tent, and then the drone came, destroyed the tent, killed the 3, injured like 40 more. But the thing is, the army, apparently the official story is that they didn't know if the drone was their drone or an enemy drone, which is why they didn't shoot
Oh
it
shit!
down.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's very interesting. But what he's speaking about, there was some 3 military brothers and sisters who were killed, and RIP to them and their family. And a lot of people are looking at it funny style, just coincidentally. The black folks over there getting killed. And I don't like that at all. But what this brother who was on the phone, that's an interesting thing. Was it quote unquote friendly fire mishap? Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let's get the Black Vanguard Soldier in here. The Black Vanguard Soldier. All right, the Black Vanguard. What's up,
Hey, what's
brother?
up, Tariq? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
Yeah, this whole reparations thing when it comes to that, with that reparation shit though, I would say is that we should boycott that reparations farce that's going on because it don't have no tangible stuff because Caribbeans don't have known when Caribbeans do something, they make sure they don't allocate no resource towards our people. They make sure they keep it all within the Caribbean. And I'm glad we so delineated and keep up the good work, Tariq.
All right. Now listen, family, if y'all smoking a blunt, don't call up in mid smoke. All right. Don't call up in mid smoke. If y'all smoking something you really don't have your thoughts together, finish that blunt and then relax for about 20 minutes and let that high wear down before you call up. All right. Let's get Trent something.
What's going on?
What's up, Trent?
You hear me? Hey, yo, what you was talking about with the reparations is that now every time you see they giving the illegal immigrants free rent and they giving them free health care, and then they come to us and say, well, we can't really do nothing because we don't got the House, the Senate, and we got to do it. But if you go vote for us, and then we could do
Right.
reparations. We like, no, 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 no. I want that 9 months. I want that 6 months voucher rent. Well, we can't do that, because it got to pass the Senate, the House. So y'all don't understand. So November, that couch looking good, Bill. Peace.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. They get it. They try to get us into what I call wheel spinism. Well, if you go get it, you got to get a plebiscite, and then you got to go get a caucus, and then you got to get another Freedmen's caucus. Then you got to write a letter, and then you got to take the letter to Kamala Harris and let her notarize it. And we ain't doing all that wheel spinisms. No more wheel spinisms. We ain't doing that no more. All right. But anyway, let me get out of here, man. I think we had a decent conversation tonight. I don't want to get here too late because I do have work to do for the movie Microphone Check. Still putting the finishing touches on that, family. Anyway, man, why don't y'all go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com, and we're going to have an event at the Hidden History Museum on February 24th. That's a Saturday. We're going to have an event there. Tickets are going on sale for that event. We're going to have the comedy, food, celebration for Black history. And also, that's going to be our 1-year anniversary at the Hidden History Museum. Can y'all believe it? We've been at the Hidden History Museum for a year. This is our year anniversary. This year has gone by very, very quickly, hasn't it? Boy, man, so much has gone on at the Hidden History Museum. Boy, this year, wow, this is a whole year. And we want y'all to come on out, man. We have a great time at the Hidden History Museum, man. We have a ball up there. People love it. We have great food up there, great music, great comics. So February 24th, Black History Month, man, y'all need to come on out. We'll have tickets on sale pretty soon. We have trying to decide what caterer we're going to have the food. We use a lot of people, brothers and sisters who have restaurants and food trucks in the community. We try to make sure everything is community based. And we have so many beautiful people in the South Central LA area, man. Wonderful, wonderful people. And we like to highlight that. So stay tuned for that. Y'all get your schedules ready for February 24th. That's a Saturday. Going to be at 7 p.m. at the Hidden History Museum. Tickets are going to go on sale pretty soon, probably in a few days. We're just getting the comedy lineup together. My boy Dwan is going to be a part of that. And we have some phenomenal comics, man. Everybody comes through, some of the funniest comics in the game. They come through and they really rock the crowd. Y'all need to just come on through. If you haven't come to the Hidden History Museum, man, it's a vibe. Y'all got to come on through and vibe with us, man. But anyway, man, it's been real, ladies and gentlemen. Thank everybody for tuning in. Papi Akute, Lola Vuve to the family. Peace.